What's going on, guys? The 4.5 anniversary of OPBR is here, and we got a lot of free gems, a lot of free frags, and EX Law and Kid, of course, are here. Now, while that is very exciting, I'm here to talk about these new shops, what I recommend you guys buy, and what I recommend you guys avoid. The new medals, what I think about them, the boss battle, tips and tricks while I play a run, and also should you summon for EX Kid and Law, and potentially Killer 2. So let's get into it. Now, first off, we got a lot of free things in OPBR, including today 70 more gems. Just 2 days ago, we got 200 gems, and we're just getting a bunch of free gems here and there. So that's fantastic. Back to 1700 gems. Feels great. Close to 1800. As you guys know, I'm gonna be saving throughout the 4.5 anniversary to potentially get a cool bounty fest afterwards. Someone that can be solid against the EXs we get throughout the month. Now, so let's get into the shops. The boss battle event first, and the first thing I would say is to avoid rainbow diamonds. Way too overpriced for very little diamonds. Instead, focus on, first off, getting the cheaper bounty coins and hammers. Definitely something that will help you in the long run, especially because one of these new medals, you will definitely want as many hammers as possible. And bounty coins, you can never have enough bounty coins. Next, I would definitely recommend buying the Basil Hawkins shards. All of them. But if you want to go for these 18% medals first because you don't think you'll be grinding as much, that's fine too. One is for worst gen and one is for Charlotte family. But I would definitely go for the Hawkins first. Definitely get the 18% trades though. Now, if you are summoning on the Law and Kid banner, get these. These are 18% and get them first. Because look, you enter the shop, everything seems so shiny. Everything seems so beautiful. You get diamonds, frags, shards for characters. It's great. But no, it's way too overpriced. It's way too overpriced. Diamonds, forget it. Crystal frags, forget it. Red, Kid, and Law, forget them. First off, you want to get these 18%. Not the 14% medals down here. No, these three, the 18%. So make sure you're buying these numbers here because they're the 18% medals, and for worst gen, very solid. Now, the Kid and Law shards. Why I don't recommend going for them is because in total, it's going to cost you the same amount for 10 shards as it's going to cost you to get one of these medals. Now, 40 shards, if you play challenge battles, is going to get you like less than 2 weeks. If you have them in special training, in less than 2 weeks, you can get the 40 shards from these Kid and Law. But 18% medals are more rare, so get them first. And then, if you have spare, you can go ahead and get these Law and Kid shards. And then finally, if you have like, a couple left, you can definitely go for these boost 3 orbs. Definitely not a bad idea. Or the bounty coins because, 6 times 50,000. If you spend 6, you get 300,000 bounty coins, which is a very good amount of bounty coins. Next off, we have cola, and the cola shops always suck unless you're a massive whale. Avoid everything here except for these crystal orbs. The gold ones, the silver ones, very important. Get those if you have extra cola. The 2-star orbs, also very nice. And at the end, you can waste 5 on these special boost orbs. But the crystal orbs are the only thing I'll definitely recommend getting, absolutely, for sure. And then if you want to waste cola, why not buy these if you want to? But like, they're way too overpriced. I wouldn't recommend it at all. Next, why do I think Hawkins is amazing? Is because he has a lot of good shorts. Now, for those that don't know, I already maxed out my Hawkins a while back because I played with an event and I buy his shorts every single day. And he has Defenders, he has Paramecia, he has New World, he has Worst Gen, and he has Animal Kingdom Pirates. And you only need like 2 characters for this. So overall, very solid tags here on a free-to-play unit. So definitely, if you don't have him maxed, go for it. And if you do have him maxed, just go for these boosts as much as possible. Very solid character overall, and I definitely recommend maxing him out. But now, let's talk about these new medals because wow, they're fantastic. So, Luffy is definitely a must craft. So, let's talk about Zoro first. Zoro is very solid. Definitely get one maxed out at least because it's very good. When crit occurs, you get skill 2 cooldown. Very nice. You can get some 14% traits for worst gen. Defense or HP is good, but some 12% generic HP or defense is not bad overall. but you have some decent tags, and overall this effect is very, let's say not very rare, but somewhat rare, and it's very good. Crit occurs reducing skill cooldown is very, very good, especially on the new kid. If you have that new kid, you definitely need this medal. You can combine it actually with kid, because they're both combatants. You'll get like at least 3 tags, which is definitely solid overall. Matching up with this, you get skill 1 and skill 2 cooldown every time you crit, and that new killer crits a lot. Definitely worth it. But on any character that crits, this is very good. Next off, this Luffy. This Luffy is it's a no-brainer, must max. If you pull the new Kid in Law instantly, even if you're new to the game, you can pair it up with the new Kid in Law, and you'll get a good amount of tags. So if you pair it up with this, definitely no problem. Wow, look at these tags. Look how many tags. It's beautiful. Pair it up with any Luffy, you get a bunch of tags, and then a triple set. Wow, that's just amazing. Also, for any runner, when you capture the treasure, recover HP by 5%. This is fantastic. You pair it up with Lucy Medal if you have that, or any Luffy, and you're good. This is a must craft. So much so that I will show you guys. Now I'm crafting them myself, but I'm willing to use most of my frags, not just a couple frags. Most of my hammers, I mean. So yeah, I almost finished this one actually, so perfect timing. But you come here to the shop. I'm gonna put one Zoro, for example, and you can either not max it instantly, but I will just for this video. The max, use all your hammers on the last day. But here we managed to get a defense 14. That's very good on the Zoro medal. But let's go for a Luffy one. I would recommend doing this on the last day using your hammers, because naturally you'll be leveling them up, and the last one is the most expensive, but we got a 14% attack. Definitely not bad at all. Let's max another one. Of course, by doing this, you're also completing some missions, transferring traits, and all of that. So we'll do just one more, then we'll do what I recommend doing. So nothing on this one, unfortunately. But what I always recommend doing is just doing this until the last day, and on the last day you can waste as much as possible. Just go for 2, because that's going to be cost efficient, and then you just go for 3 on the last one. That way you just have 12 hours going, and you don't waste a lot on the last one. So let's go. Unfortunately, nothing here as well on the last set. You can pair it up with Wano Luffy, get full tags from that one. And yeah, overall, I'll definitely focus on getting these 2 as many as possible. Wow, great medals, and I'm really happy we get them for the 4.5 anniversary. Now, might pair up great with the new EX we get, but also we're getting free multis every single day. Worst case, cola. Worst case, you're getting 15 cola. Even if you get no 4 stars, like here, you're probably gonna get like at least 15 cola. This is probably 20 cola because I got a couple 3 stars here. Very nice, very nice. Now, Kid in Law. Great unit. Great unit. I started using Brook, and the worst time, because they came out and Law basically says fuck you to Brook, literally, because he can't get frozen above 50%. So I can't stop him as Brook when he's capturing, unless I use my skill 1, because Brook is cool and he has this thing we'll talk about in the video where I do Brook gameplay. But yeah, crazy. You can capture the flag, and the only way to stop him is by knocking him back. If they're Law, if you're Kid, you can status him as well, which is nice. But then if you're a defense-based character, Kid ignores your defense basically with a skill, and he has a lot of defense. And yeah, if your parameters are boosted, Kid is fantastic. Overall, beautiful units. You get 2 units in one, so unlimited skill spam like EX Olin. They're fantastic. They're fantastic. Top 3 units in my mind. I would still say skip, unless you have 3,200 diamonds and you can guarantee them. Otherwise, skip. People have spent 2,000 diamonds, not gotten them, 2,500, not gotten them. So skip unless you can guarantee them to be safe. And Killer is also a very solid unit. A lot of crit, a lot of self-heal. If you have crit medals like skill 1 and skill 2 cooldown, you get your skills faster. They already have low cooldown. Very solid unit. Probably a top 5 blue attackers. Still not so good that you'd have to go out of your way to try to get. Overall, Kid in Law, beautiful unit. I would just save, especially because we might be getting another EX on 23rd of August. 7 days had a theory. The 23rd of August is when this banner leaves. 2 plus 3 makes 5. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you guys know what 5 means. Who knows? Who knows? right? It was teased that we're gonna get someone special, someone big, but who knows how many diamonds they will cost, right? So that's going to be a lot. Now let's go and do some boss battle because yeah, let's go do that now. Personally, I don't have the best boss battle unit. If you guys don't know, I use definitely the colors they recommend. Right now it's blue, so use green characters. Unfortunately, I only have these two that are decent for boss battles because they're long range. So long range units are nice because you can be safe from skills. Of course, always come here. Also prioritize that so you can go ahead and do your runs. And long range is nice. Multi hit is nice. Multi hit is the key because you want to build up combo, and that would be fantastic. So this boss battle, separate them, right? Separate the bosses. Otherwise, they take way less damage. So you want to make sure to knock them back, or if they're targeting you, run the opposite direction from wherever the other boss is, so you guys can split them up. So 2 people on Kaido, 2 people on Olin, and you keep them separated. Otherwise, when they're near each other, they're circles. You will just reduce the damage by a lot. So unfortunately, if you're playing with randoms, it's going to be hard to communicate that, but hopefully it does work out. Alright, so we managed to get Jur the Square Doc Q in, and as you can see, he's Law and Kid. Our boost 4, 52 out of 52. He actually made some gameplay, so do check that out. And he joined the lobby, which is fantastic. Wow, thank you for joining. That's going to be exciting. Now, we have a fourth guy who's going to be a random, but he has Izo. Now, as you can see, Izo and the Dofi are great for this. They have range, fast hits, many hits, and overall it's going to be great. So, let's get into this run. They're 6-star. This is going to be nice. This is going to be nice. Knockback is also good for this boss battle, so you separate them. So if you see that they're targeting you, like either Olin or Kaido, move them away. Like, make sure they're running away. Alright, so let's see if we can beat this. Rank 22 is not high at all. So I'm going to come here, as you can see, and we're going to have to try to split them up. Those circles around don't mean you have to be not there. It just means that you want to keep them separate from each other. So right now, we're doing a very poor job of separating them because they're not targeting us and we don't have knockback skills with the units we have at the moment. But we're getting a lot of combo, which is definitely good. Because you get some allies like NPCs on your team. Kinemon is not the best, just because he's red and they're blue. But yeah, Kawamatsu, unfortunately, also, Ashura Doji is green, so it could help. But honestly, they're not the biggest thing. So now, unfortunately, we knocked both of them back at the same place. But whenever one of them targets me, I definitely want to separate. So, yeah. Capturing the flag in the middle is definitely a good idea, unless you're going for more combos. So let's go for a couple more combos, and then we can capture the middle flag. Oh, my connection's poor. Okay, I think now we could go for a flag middle capture. We're doing very little damage because we're not separating them. So we actually definitely want to separate them, but they're not targeting me, so I don't know what to do. We broke their shield. This is when we can do the most damage, since we're basically hitting both at the same time. Yeah. A lot of damage once you break their shield. So, yeah. Very, very nice. At the low level, it doesn't really matter too much to separate them, of course. But at the higher level, like once you're at 29, 30, you definitely want to be separating them. So Koi here did get MVP, but we're going to give it to our main man, Dokyu. Again, Jur the Square, check him out. I'll leave his video probably up there in the card, but also as a pinned comment if you guys want to check out his Boost 4 Kid and Law gameplay. So overall, this boss battle is really cool because we get 2 units. I didn't get to showcase, but if at some point they will power up a charge skill and then hit you with it, if you guys saw the anime, you know what I'm talking about. And it's actually really cool to look at. But there's going to be like black on the screen, like a black area, and you just get away from that and you won't get hit by it. Of course, you can time the perfect dodge, but that's risky with bounty rush connection and stuff. So yeah, definitely fantastic. We got a good amount of combo there. And it was a very easy run because we had a bunch of insane players, right? We had the Dofi players, the Izo players. Then we had Dokyu's Boost 4, which was strong. I was adding to the combo with my units as well. So very nice, very nice. Of course, if you play with your allies, you get a bunch of cool things here. If you play with reds only and stuff like that, and it's great. It's great. Overall, fantastic. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it was helpful, and peace.